God, I hope so. Nope. Nope. Ah. Whoa. Hello? Test. Wait. Test. Oh boy! Oh boy! Welcome back, everybody! Guess what? Guess what? Look where I'm at! Oh my god! Today is July 31st, 2026, and I am coming to you live from Sterling, Virginia. That's right, I'm coming to you live from Sterling, Virginia. No longer the great metropolis of Gaborone, Botswana, not Botswana, Botswana. No longer in the majestic, what I like to call the Wakanda of Botswana. No, I am no longer in the Wakanda of Southern Africa. I am back in Sterling, Virginia, and I couldn't be happier to be back here with you fine, beautiful people. How's it going? It has been a minute. It's been a crazy adventure. It's been a little bit of a wild past 6 weeks. 6 weeks to the day, actually, that the adventure began. At some point, I will probably do like a members-only stream to kind of like just decompress everything, to just kind of let it all out, to just kind of just, work, to basically just do some like, internet chat room therapy. At some point, I will probably do that. It's not going to be today. It's going to take a little bit of time. I'm just going to put it that way. It's going to take a little bit of time before I'm ready to talk about it. But oh boy, will I talk about it. Oh boy, because it's like when you start like the let's just call it the healing journey, shall we? When you start the healing process of like these kinds of things, you go through the like and then you start to kind of like see things a little more objectively, right? And I think what it is like, at least for me speaking, like let me see if I can get the number one chief architect tool. This is the number one tool that chief architects all across the world use, no doubt. Actually, let me go ahead and share the link with a couple of other people. I don't know that we have anybody in the chat room right now. Let me go ahead and put the link out on the Discord. Where is that? All right. I'm live. All right, so I put the link on the Discord. I've not gone to Instagram to send it to anybody. Let me send it to, let's see, who am I going to send it to? I am going to send it to Razman the Singleton Man. Where is Raz? There's Razman right there. Razman the Singleton Man. Is there anybody else on, okay, well, so I was debating. Do you remember how Francesca? What was her name? Was Francesca Estevez? Let's look up dear old Francesca. There she is, Francisca Estevez. Francisca Estevez, the very lovely, beautiful 23-year-old Francesca Estevez, and she had kind of fallen out of favor, right? I'm gonna put that song on repeat because it's like one of those like slow reverbed versions of a song. I don't know if it's messing with the copyright, but I'm gonna put it on repeat. But so you know, she had kind of fallen out of favor, right? Because she had obviously gotten some like lip work done, and like she kind of started looking a little like she was like getting like, honey, you're 23 years old. You don't need any work yet. Like you're not going to need any work for at least another 2. Oh my God, it's gotten worse. Look at that. I mean, don't get me wrong. She is like a solid. I mean, even with the work, she's like a solid 9.3. Right? Like slightly better than 9.25. She's like a solid 9.3. But like when see, this just looks, no, I mean, okay, that doesn't look terrible. Here, okay, first of all, I you know what? I need to stop because I don't want to talk about women like this. I don't want to talk about anybody like this. But the point is she had kind of fallen out of favor for what? Where is her name? Claire Rice? No, she's like Claire Rice, I think is like her name. There she is, Claire Rice. Claire Rice Instagram. Any word on how old Claire Rice is? Now that she's here, I kind of want to see it. Let me see. How old is this tasty snack, if you would? Again, I'm objectifying women. I shouldn't be doing that, so I do apologize. Okay, so here's her Instagram. No word on how old she is. Okay, I mean, but see, the thing about her is like she's very like, okay, let's back up. Where Francesca Estevez is very like I want to be an actress, beautiful, and that makes sense because she is an actress, right? Like so she's very I want to be an actress, beautiful. Whereas Claire Rice is more like not really like girl next door hot. She's like very like average girl hot. And like honestly, if you're gonna pick between like Hollywood hot and girl next door hot, like 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna go with girl next door hot. I just think girl next door hot is hotter than Hollywood hot. Like, I know, if you disagree with me, let me know. But that's just kind of the sense that I get. Hollywood hot versus girl next door hot, and Claire Rice is definitely Hollywood, she's girl next door hot. So I'm not going to load my messages up on this one. I'm going to go to Claire Rice's, to her Instagram. Where is it? I mean, she will also be happy that I'm back. All right, somebody's calling, spam is calling, but Claire Rice. Wait, is this it? I thought I saw a blocked message. Like, you blocked this account. Okay, that's not that Claire Rice blocked me, but I didn't block her either. Okay, let me see. Where can I find Claire Rice? I'm having a difficult time locating her, where I've been messaging her, so I'm going to message somebody else. I'm going to message Lisa on Instagram. I'm going to message my friend Ava on Instagram. I'm going to message my ex-girlfriend Heather. Now, this is an ex from like long ago. Like Heather is like so I don't even know what her last name is now, but like she still has the name that she had. Like in my mind, she still has the name that she had when I met her when she was 17 and I was, I think, 19. I might have been 20. I was like 19 or 20 and she was 17. Like her dad didn't like that too much, but it's all right. It's all right. Like I wouldn't like it either, honestly. Like okay, so somebody, okay, let me check this. Okay, so anyway, Captain Fandom Nerd is in the chat room and says hello, Captain Fandom Nerd. You were the first to text me since my return from the wonderful safari nation of Botswana. Okay, so. But like I said, at some point I will want to decompress from the past 6 weeks, and I will want to do that at some point. Just not now. I don't think I'm quite ready to do the decompression publicly. I've done enough decompression. Oh my God, ChatGPT. You really should not be using ChatGPT as a therapist, but it's kind of handy, right? Like, and it kind of like feeds. It feeds into your need for instant attention. I don't want to say instant gratification, because one of the things, so it does a couple of things really well, right? Like, you can give it just a shit pile of thoughts and emotions, and what it will do is it will nicely like categorize them into nice little chunks of data that you can like absorb, right? So you just can be like, I'm feeling like blah 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 blah, like you just lay it all out. And like, I will often just like hold up my microphone and just be like, oh my God, this happened, and then I just don't, but I feel like this and that and this, but if I do this and this and that, but I don't know about this and that, and then it will take that, transcribe it, and then it will literally just put it into a nice, neat little package with individual envelopes, everything categorized with a nice little index. And then that way you can actually, it's very easy to kind of like not compartmentalize, but to kind of like organize your thoughts and your emotions to some extent. So ChatGPT is very handy in that sense, but then it's gotten a lot better. So I remember like 2 years ago when I started using ChatGPT, like I remember kind of like not, I don't want to say using it as a therapist, but just kind of like talking to it about like life events, right? And trying to like get feedback. And for a long time, it was just like this ubiquitous yes man, right? Like that's all it did. It was like Mr. Yes Man. It was just like, yes man, yes man, yes man. Like it just, that's the only, wait, have I started? Okay, I did start. But it was like the only thing that it would do is it would just agree with everything you told it and just be like, no, you're absolutely right. No, you're a genius. You're absolutely a genius. And it's just like, no, I don't want you to tell me I'm a genius. I want you to like give me constructive and objective feedback. And it's gotten a lot better. ChatGPT has gotten a lot better of giving you that constructive and objective feedback when you're just like just laying a bunch of garbage on top of it, and then it sorts the garbage out. And then if you're being a bit of an asshole, it'll tell you it does still seem to kind of like side with you more than I think an actual human would, unless you're like me and you're just naturally that right all the time. So I mean, that's, you can take it one of two ways. You can take it that like the programming of the AI is somewhat flawed, or you're perfect. And so I'm going to go with the second, that I am perfect. So, but I mean, honestly, that's a joke. So I was thinking about, since I'm going to be back for a while, at least a few weeks, I was thinking of signing up for Streamlabs Professional and trying my hand at a few. Now, see, let's look at this. So here are the platforms where you can actually stream. So you can stream on Twitch, you can stream on TikTok, YouTube, which is where we're at, on Kick, Patreon. Facebook might be interesting. X, I think you need like a paid professional X account in order to stream on Twitter. And then Instagram, I think, is something similar. I'm not 100% sure about that. Let's see. But I want to see how much this is. Okay, let me come over here. Oh, excuse me. Where is everybody tonight? So far, it's only Captain Fandom Nerd, and he's probably left. Let me, I'm going to turn this off. All right, so we'll come over here. Okay, all right, easy. I'm going to sign into the Streamlabs website off camera. No, don't send me, no. Oh my God, the website's just asking me if I want to allow notifications. Okay, now I had signed into it somewhere. Had I signed into it with YouTube or Twitch? I feel like it was YouTube. Was it that YouTube? All right, I'm doing this off camera. Don't worry. Okay, I think it's that one. Okay, easy. Streamlabs already, okay, continue. All right. Okay, so let's put this back on. Okay, so this is what I wanted, I think. All right. This was July 17th. I remember that. I was in the wonderful Wakanda of Southern Africa, also known as Gaborone, Botswana. All right, so let me see. Okay, this was an hour and a half. All right. No, I remember that night. That was a Friday night. I remember that night. It was a good night. It wasn't a bad night. It was actually a good. So that was like, I mean, I'll talk a little bit, but like, you know, I had some really good days and some really bad days. And that day that I streamed for like an hour and a half at my normal stream time, which was a Friday, it was exactly 2 weeks ago tonight. Which, wow, it feels like it was like 3 months ago, but it was just 2 weeks ago. Jesus Christ. That was actually a really good day in general. Like, that was just one of the, I don't want to say one of the few, I would say that there was probably like 40% good days. No. Let me think about this. Yeah, I would stick with 40% good days, 37.5% bad days. So wait, where am I at? So we got 40 plus 37.5. So if I subtract 100 from that, or 100 minus that, so I think I had about 40% good days, 37.5% bad days. So I had slightly more good days than bad days, right? Slightly more, I think. And then I had about 22.5% just days. Like, was it a good day? I mean, well, it wasn't a bad day. It wasn't particularly a great day, but it was a day. It was a day. Like, you know, it's like, okay, like, nothing bad happened, nothing great happened, but I think that's probably, like, that's good. But you see, but these ratios are bad. So let's see. If I take this, let me see. Let me take this out. So it's 22.5, right? Equals 22.5. I'm just going to put that there. All right. Easy. Let me get this fan. It's getting a little warm since I'm talking a lot. Okay. So what do we got? We got 40% good days. All right. We got 37.5%. I'm gonna space this out correctly. Of I would say bad days. Bad days. And then you had 22.5% of days, right? Okay. So where was I going with this? Why did I put this in here? I don't remember. I was literally just saying why did I do this? Why was I going? Because I was hoping that in that time of talking that I would remember what I wanted to do. No, I think that sounds about right. 40% good day. You know, but I kind of want to bump the bad days up. Like, I will say that I think I had more good days than bad days, but just barely, right? Like, just barely. I'm going to go 38.75 bad days. That's what I'm going to do. 38.75 bad days. And then I think the difference is just, so let's see, that's, how can I do this? 40 plus 38.75. So 100 minus 40 plus, what was it, 38.75? 21.25. So that would give me 21.25%, not actual days. Was it, did I say 21.25, right? 21.25 days. Yeah, I think that's about right. You know what? I think I'm going to bump this up. I think I'm going to bump this up to 39.75. Yeah. Wait, that's bad math. That's bad math. That's better math. That's better math. That's good math. That's good math right there. Okay, so yeah, I think this is probably about right. Like 40% of the days were good, 39.75% of the days were bad, and then 20.25% of the days were just days. Oh, look who it is. It's Lisa. It's Lisa. Okay, love you. I'm having an aura migraine at work and need to focus. Oh, yeah, sure. Run, Lisa, run. It's very convenient that she's running away, considering that the days I spent there, the majority of the days that I spent there were Lisa's fault. Now, it wasn't Lisa's fault that they were good, bad, or neutral days, but it was Lisa's fault that I was there to begin with. It's Lisa's fault. So, all right. She knows why. I'm not going to get into why or how, but she knows why. She knows why. She knows exactly what she did. All right, let me see what's going on here. All right, okay, we got this. We got this. Okay, apparently, okay, all right, we're good. I thought something was wrong. Okay, so I want to go back to the Streamlabs thing. Okay, so we go back to the Streamlabs thing, and so how much does it cost? Level up your live streams. Branding, I don't want to brand, I just want to multi-stream. That's like literally all I want to do is just multi-stream. Okay, let's learn more. Okay, one plan, all the premium features. All right, Okay, what do we got here? Download. Okay, I already downloaded Streamlabs. Okay, get more with Streamlabs Ultra. So you get. Wait. Oh, these are all different plans. I don't need all that shit. Okay, what? Just Streamlabs. Okay, what is this? Broadcast your live stream to Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and more. Okay, that sounds like fun. Everything you need to stream for free. Okay. Okay. All right. No, I think I'm gonna stick. I think I'm gonna stick with what I got. Woof! I am tired. I'm still a little jet lagged. So Botswana is. I mean, I just landed yesterday. Yesterday morning, local time at about like 9:30 a.m. And then I kind of just spent the whole day just kind of like ruminating and just like. Okay, your credit score is changing. Okay, no, never mind. We'll delete that. So I just spent the whole day just like, and so it's like, okay. Wait, is the camera not working? There we go. I was on the wrong camera. So it's been like since I've been home, it was a little rough. And then so yesterday I was just like a zombie most of the day, right? Because I cannot sleep on planes, even though I spent. So again, like, I mean, it's no secret now that like if you like that like I kind of went through a little something. And then came back like really a lot sooner than I thought. Like a lot sooner than I thought, and a bit more abruptly than I thought. But get out of here. But so I'm like in this country, and I'm like, okay, all right. Circumstances have arisen that I can no longer stay in this country, right? I'm talking about Botswana, and no. I did not murder anyone, okay? I know that's what you're thinking. All right, Mulan's still there. All right, but no, I did not murder anybody, so no, there was nothing illegal happened. Am I on the right? Hello? Oh, no. Oh, no, I think I'm on the wrong microphone. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no. Oh my God, I've been on the wrong microphone this entire time. Why didn't anybody tell me? This is Lisa's fault. Okay, let me see if I can fix this. Let me see. All right, here we go. All right, device. Here we go. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Okay, all right, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute, guys. Wait. Is it this one? Okay, this is the right microphone. Okay, perfect. Okay, we got the right microphone. What was I saying? I was talking about how, so like I said, circumstances had changed that I was just like no longer able to stay in Botswana. It wasn't as though the Botswana Secret Service were running after me. No, it wasn't anything like that. It was more of like an emotional thing. We'll put it that way. And so I was like, I got to get out of here. And the thing about me, and this is something that like my wife told me a long time ago, it's like when I am going through some type of, I don't want to say trauma, but some type of like emotional experience. We'll put it that way, whether it be like, well, I don't even want to say emotional experience. Let's say when I am going through some type of inconvenience, let's put it that way. I'm going through some type of inconvenience, whether it be, I don't know, whether it be like emotional or logistical or financial. Not so much financial, because that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. So, no, but if when I'm going through some type of inconvenience in life, this is something my wife told me a long time ago, is that I'm just like money. I'm just going to throw money at it to fix it. I'm going to throw money at it to make it better. And luckily, humble brag, I'm in a position where I can do that to some extent, right? Like, I can't get a private jet to bring me home. I can't do that. Like, I mean, I could if I wanted to, like, take a second mortgage out on my house, and, like, I'm not going to do that, right? Like, no, right? But, so I'm not going to get a private jet, but
I can spend several $1,000s on a business class ticket home, and that's what I did with like 2 days notice. Do you know how expensive that is? It's expensive. Like, even if you buy, although one thing I've noticed about plane ticket prices, because I've been doing a lot of traveling, right? Well, not so much, I guess a bit this year, but one thing I've noticed about plane ticket prices, at least maybe to the places I travel, they don't really fluctuate a super lot. And what I mean by that is, like, if you look at a ticket price like 3 weeks out, and I'm just going to make up a number, it might be $2,000 3 weeks out. And then you look at it again a week out, it's still $2,000. You look at it again 2 days beforehand, it's still $2,000. So one thing I've noticed is that, like, the ticket prices are not fluctuating a lot. And maybe that's just because I'm going to these like off the wall places like Botswana, or, well, you know what? Let me look something up, because I was looking at this earlier, because I'm thinking about going to Namibia or something. So let me look this up. United Airlines. And if I go to Namibia, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the flight from Dulles to Cape Town, and then from Cape Town to Namibia. So let me see. So if we go CPT, I do love me some Cape Town. All right, so we're going to go, let's see. Let's say that we go in like 2 weeks. And, okay, so, yeah. I mean, but look at this. Look, I can get, like, I thought that ticket prices were supposed to, like, change, like, dramatically. Oh, this is October. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so if I want to go to Cape Town tomorrow, it is going to, if I want to go to Cape Town next week, it's going to be expensive. Look at this, $3,700, and this is probably for economy. But if I want to go on the 20, okay, so it looks like you really want to buy the ticket at least 2 weeks out. So if I go to Cape Town on like the 22nd, which I was thinking about doing, but I was only thinking about going for like one night, like being like in Cape Town for one night. Let me see, nonstop. Yeah, see, look at this. Like, this is the thing that kills me. $7,000. I mean, it is expensive. Now this isn't bad though. Premiums are like I mean, it's really, I've done it a few times, but it is really, really difficult to go from business class to economy. And like, honestly, like, I can't imagine, like, I think I almost have pity on somebody who might be like, let's just like take, like, not Elon Musk rich, but let's just take somebody that's rich enough to basically take private everywhere, right? Which is like your successful celebrity rich, right? Like Brad Pitt is probably a good example of somebody who takes economy wherever he goes. He's like a superstar, like, what is his net worth? Let's see. Okay, what is Brad Pitt's net worth? Was one of those, what is Brad Pitt doing right now? What is Brad Pitt doing now? What is he doing? He's busy filming new movie projects, spending time with his girlfriend Inez de Ramon, and enjoying, isn't she like wasn't she dating Tom Cruise? Okay, let me look her up. I mean, okay, so he's probably got to be, he's 62 years old. So his girlfriend is probably going to be 35, 36. 33. Wait a minute. Wait. Is that his girlfriend? Really? Okay, I guess. I mean, who knows? Maybe she's like an amazing woman, right? Maybe she's like an amazing personality. I don't know. I mean, I just would think Brad Pitt, I mean, she's not unattractive. I just feel like Brad Pitt is Brad Pitt. right? He's Brad Pitt. But I was like pretty spot on with the age. 62. So they say you should date half your age plus 7. So 62, that would be 30. So 38. So he's a little below. Like I'm 51. If I'm going to round down to 50, 25, so it's 32 is like right around the age. Like, and like that's not, far off. Okay. So let me see. Acting. Okay. But I want to know his net worth. His net $400 million. So that is a lot of money. Let me ask, okay, let's just ask AI. I'm just going to go to Gemini. Let me turn this off for a second because I want to load up the Gemini app, but I don't need you freaks seeing everything on the side. Okay, it's not there. Okay. All right. Does Brad Pitt ever fly commercial? I doubt it, but let's see. Okay. Yes, Brad Pitt has flown commercial, though it is relatively rare for someone at his level of fame. He usually relies on a private charter or flies his own aircraft. He's a licensed pilot with a collection of planes, including wow. So let's see, in 2015, Brad Pitt made headlines when he and Angelina Jolie flew economy class alongside their 6 children on an Air France domestic flight from Paris to Nice. Fellow passengers, that sounds terrible. For international promotional tours and personal trips where private jets aren't practical, high-profile actors like Pitt occasionally fly commercial first or business class, utilizing VIP airport escort services to bypass public terminals. I have a hard time believing Brad Pitt ever flies commercial now. Okay, let me see. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I came from, what would guesstimate the cost of a private charter jet to go from Gaborone, Botswana to Washington, D.C.? I just got to see this. You know what? No. I'm going to stop it because I don't want to go just to Washington, D.C. I want to go to Washington Dulles to IAD. Because I want to know how much it would cost to go from the one airport in Gaborone directly here. Now, you probably aren't going to get a craft that's going to be able to do that in one shot, right? You're going to have to do a stopover. Is it going to tell me? You're probably going to have to do what happened? Okay, wait a minute. I would guess you'd have to do a stopover. Depending on the size of the plane, you might have to do multiple stopovers. So it kind of sounds terrible regardless. Unless you're like on, I didn't stop the, oh my gosh, oh my stars and garters. What is happening? Okay, give me a second. I'm going to do this over here. Okay, all right. Chartering a private jet from Gaborone, Botswana to Washington Dulles International. Wow. The direct distance is roughly 7,500 nautical miles, right? About 14,000 kilometers, requiring a flight duration of 15 to 17 hours depending on wind conditions and aircraft choice. The total estimate cost range is $180,000 to $280,000. Standard lighter mid-sized jets lack the range for a transatlantic route of this magnitude. You will need an ultra-long-range jet or heavy jet capable of high-speed intercontinental travel. So like a Gulfstream or a Bombardier. I've never heard of the Dassault Falcon, or a heavy jet like a larger Gulfstream or a larger Bombardier, where the hourly rate is anywhere from $12,000 to $18,000 an hour. Oh my God. Okay. So you've got a flight time cost of upwards of $240,000. I got to step up my game, man. Positioning fees of $35,000, international handling fees of $5,000 to $12,000, crew and fuel stops. Empty leg deals. Okay, no. Commercial alternative. For context, a first class or luxury suite commercial itinerary for this route generally costs $8,000 to $15,000 per ticket. Well, I flew business class. I did not fly first class. There is a difference. It was still expensive. Now, it was not $280,000 expensive, but that is a different level of wealth, which I have not obtained. Likely never will, but you never know. You never know. Wow, that is a lot of money. Okay. Okay, let's see. What kind of name some famous rich people where this kind of trip, where they would not blink at spending this much money on a flight. Avoid the obvious. Yeah. Obvious, like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. He's going to go Bill Gates, probably. Bernard Arnault. No, never heard of him. Kenneth Griffin. Never heard of him. Ken Comey. Never heard of him. Drake. Okay. Musician. Yep. Okay. Why it's nothing. Drake actually owns a custom Boeing 767 named Air Drake, a full-size commercial airliner converted into a private mansion in the sky. Wow. David Geffen. Oh, Geffen Records. For context, for someone with a net worth of $10 billion, spending $250,000 on a flight is the mathematical equivalent of someone worth $100,000 spending $2.50. Wow. Okay, well, I mean, yep. Wow. I gotta step up. Okay, how can I earn $10 billion quickly? Let's just see what Gemini says. I don't know, man. Like, I mean, I gotta step up my game so I can. The short answer is you can't. You motherfucker. All right. Basically, it's saying start a company. That's like, I mean, honestly, like, if you want to get $10 billion rich, that's the only way you're going to do it, is to start a company. Or marry a guy who has started a company and earned the money and then divorce him. Those are the only two ways. Those are the only two ways you're going to be able to you're going to earn $10 billion. You start a company or you marry somebody who started a company. All right, so let me spend a minute over here. I want to find where are my homies? Like, where's Matthew and where is Not Sure? Neither of them are in the chat room. I'm going to give them both shit. Let me just Matt and Not Sure. You guys suck. Okay, there we go. All right, so they got the message that they suck. Okay, let me see. Wow. Okay. Yep. Okay. How can I earn 1 billion quickly? It's got to be a way. I am going to drink something a little ceremonial. As a little ceremonial. I don't know if I'm ready to drink it just yet. I kind of don't want to open it. It's a little ceremonial. It's a little ceremonial. I lived off these things. So, like, first thing I do every time I land back in the United States is, after obviously I get off the plane, go through customs and all of that. Will Tyler says, "Are you back stateside?" You missed the first 30 minutes of the stream. So nope, I can't. I'm not filling you in. Can't fill you in. Sorry. You're gonna have. You know what? You're gonna have to back up. So let me find this picture. Where did it go? Here we go. Alrighty, there we go. Where can I? Actually, let me do this. So this picture, every time that I travel internationally, and then because I travel and then I'm out of the country for at least 2 weeks. Like, when I travel internationally, it's very rare that I'm gone for like a single week. So I will travel and stay for at least 2 weeks, often 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, right? In this case, it wasn't quite traveling. That wasn't the original intention, but it just ended up being the equivalent of a long trip in which I packed a lot more stuff. But the first thing I do when I return to the United States every time is once I leave the secure area of Dulles Airport, I go to one of the stores and I buy a Diet Mountain Dew, because you cannot get Diet Mountain Dew anywhere other than in the great United States of America. It's the only place you can get Diet Mountain Dew. And so I always go to one of the kiosks in the airport and I buy a Diet Mountain Dew. And of course, because of it wasn't the bicentennial, the by what is it? But basically for the 250 year anniversary, the 2026 July 4th, it is of course now the Diet American Dew, but which I appreciate. You know, I think that America, I think the country could use a little more patriotism, or it just feels that like you're either super patriotic or you hate America. So anyway, but the first thing I do is I go buy a Diet Mountain Dew, I take a picture, and I send it to my friend Stefan. And that's what I did yesterday when I forgot why I was talking about that. Why was I talking about that? I had an intention. I had a goal in talking about that, but I have forgotten what I was going to talk about. Okay, so what did I want to do? What did I want to do? Let's see what we got here. We got over here. We're going to go over here. So I guess we have to wait. Okay, how much is it to sign up for Streamlabs Ultra? That is one thing. Okay, 53. Okay, so this is 15. If I do $15 billed annually, are you kidding me? No. Okay, I want this billed monthly. That's what I want. What scumbaggery? What? Look at this. Look at the radio button. Which one do you think is selected? Do you think don't look at the here, I'm going to do it like this. Look, what scumbaggery? Look at this. I'm putting this down here so you literally can't see. All right? So, look at these radio buttons. Which one do you think is selected? Tell me. Oh, look who it is. It's Mr. Not Sure. Well. Look what the cat dragged in. Uh-huh. No, but okay, this is so well, as I understand it, Not Sure and Matthew were probably hanging out, and then one of them was like, oh shit, he @messaged us on the Discord. All right, well, let's log into the chat. So they're over there being friends and shit. Meanwhile, I'm over here talking. I'm spilling my heart out about the last 6 weeks of life, and you guys are just over there being friends and forget. I see how it is. You know what? Not Sure. Ban everybody. As a matter of fact, ban me. I'm banned. I want banned out of my own chat. No. But let's circle back. Look at this design. I have hidden the bottom part strategically on purpose. So choose your Ultra plan. Choose your Ultra plan. Which one of these radio buttons do you think is selected? Which one of these radio buttons looks selected to you? Tell me. Which one looks selected to you? Oh, yeah, fuck you, Not Sure. Fuck you. No. What do you mean? I'm sorry. Just because it's dark mode doesn't mean that yearly looks. No, it doesn't. Yes, yearly looks selected. Yes, it does, but it's not. No, I'm clicking yearly now. Boom. Now yearly is selected. That is deceptive because when you come to this page, yearly is it's year. Oh no, wait. It was like I don't remember. I don't know. It's just deceptive. That is fucking awful. I mean, that's terrible. Oh God. Okay. So I was thinking about just doing it for a month. Let's see. What do we get? We get 1,000 screen overlays, which I never use. Premium widgets, which I never use. Full desktop app library, which I never use. Custom tip page, which I never use. I just want to see the multi-stream. Streamlabs AI features. Not everything needs AI. Come on, boys. Not everything. Okay, neither of these mentions the multi-stream. All-star, intelligent stream, okay, merch, react, okay. Okay, you will get intelligent stream co-host, intelligent stream automations, reactive stream mode premium, nope. Nothing here mentions multi-streaming. This is Streamlabs, Not Sure. Just use OSB. OSB, it's a pain in the ass to try and do multi-streaming. Addy crashing out for being a junior UX engineer and not understanding dark. No, it looks like shit. How can you tell me that build monthly doesn't look selected? I'm sorry. No. If I had any type of a social media following, I would post this on Twitter with a poll. But I'm not going to do it in the chat room because I don't trust you fuckers. You're gonna vote contrary to me just to be contrary. No, I don't trust you fuckers. Dark mode's the best. Dark mode's shit. No, I hate dark mode. Oh, so I remember why I was talking about the Diet Mountain Dew. So as I mentioned, what I do every time I get back into the United States, when I exit Dulles Airport, or when I exit the security area of Dulles Airport, the international traveling security area, when I exit immigration, I come out and I go to the kiosks and I buy a Diet Mountain Dew. I snap a picture and I send it to my friend Stefan. And that way Stefan always knows when I'm home, right? I do like Dulles for customs and global entry. Global entry is the fucking best. And I can't wait until they finally get rid of those stupid people movers at Dulles Airport. I can't, the people I hate. It was a 23-hour plane journey. That doesn't mean that it doesn't mean it was I think it was like 25 hours door to door. But it was a 23-hour plane journey, meaning from the time that I got onto the first plane and got off of the last plane. And so there is nothing worse than you spend 23 hours, heartbroken by the way, but you spend 23 hours on an airplane, on airplanes too. You finally get off of the airplane. You finally get off. And then you have to walk off, and then you have to stand on the you have to wait. Because, you know, when you fly business class, like I'm, you know, a little flexing, but when you fly business class, you're one of the first off of the plane. Like you're getting off the plane, like immediately. And then, but they don't move the people mover until it's full. So you got to sit there and wait for every fucking person that I hate it because you're just waiting and waiting. And then, so here, the trick about the people movers that a lot of people don't know. So let me get the number one architect tool. Okay, right here. Okay, so the people mover, if I just draw, let me just draw a rectangle, just like, okay, easy. All right, we're gonna draw that. No. Okay, I want it to be transparent. Okay, we're gonna draw another little rectangle right here at the front, okay? And this is gonna be the front where the driver kind of sits, right? We're gonna just do another little shape. Okay, right? And this is where the driver sits. And then you have a door. The people, oh God, I hate the people mover so much. You have a door here, right? And then you have a door here. Oh, wait, why didn't that draw? Come on. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, come on. All right. So you got a door here and a door here, right? And the terminal from where you enter, God damn it. The terminal from where you enter is here, right? So you're walking from the left to the right. Oh my God, why can't I hate computers. Okay, wait a minute. All right, easy. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna do it like that, right? So you walk from the left and then you walk onto the people mover. And a lot of people, what they don't know, because a lot of people assume that what's going to happen is that they assume, I think and it's happened to me like the first time I ever used a people mover, is I assume that there is a person back here as well. Just by how big the thing is, you would think that, oh, well, what's going to happen is they're going to drive off. They're going to drive off in this direction, like in this direction, you know, going this way. And so this will turn into the front. So we've entered from the back. No, absolutely not. This does not exist. Oh, not that. This does not. Oh my God. This does not exist, right? So what happens is a lot of people, they go to the back of the people mover thinking they're going to be one of the firsts off the people mover. But those who know, they they stay near the front of the people mover. They stay up here, right? Because what happens is you got this like wall that's right here on every people mover. And so what I try to do is let me here I am, Mr. Smiley. I always try to stand like right here. Right? I always try to stand right there because what happens is I've traveled quite a bit, is when the people mover moves, they put a rope up like this. And then when the people mover, so then it backs up, turns around, and then starts driving. And then, so that way, and then it pulls in front first, and then that way, like I'm like first off the people mover. Anyway, so, but what happens often is you spend 23 fucking hours plane to plane, 23 fucking hours. And then you have to, and then because you are a moderately or like a somewhat successful upper middle class person, you don't fly with the cattle. You fly in business class. So you got to stand there because now you just got to wait for the goddamn thing to fill. And it's always some like the driver is always this like mildly over. Not that I'm Mr. Slim, right? But I like every people mover driver is probably like 30% body fat, where I'm like 21. Like I'm a bit overweight, but I'm not 30. Like I'm not clinically obese. I think I think a lot of them are probably technically obese, and so they're these, and they're like balding. Not that I have a ton of hair. I can't really speak a lot, but I'm just describing them. They're all these like 55 plus year old balding overweight men. Black and white. I've seen a lot of diversity in people mover drivers, and they're always like, move to the back. You gotta move to the back. This thing doesn't move until everybody moves to the back. And I fucking ignore them. I just stand my little happy smiley face right there, and I'm like, nope, I'm not moving. And then you gotta wait. And then finally, once it's like do, then I can leave the people mover. I fucking hate the people mover so much. I despise them. And I love traveling through Dulles because it's 10 minutes from my house. But I hate the people movers. Addie's racism and classism is obvious. I feel like he should apologize. I'm sorry. People of Walmart, people mover drivers. It's like it really is like the same people who drive those like the Walmart wheelchairs, the electric scooters. It's the same. They qualify for two jobs: greeter at Walmart or people mover driver. That's it. Not sure. It says he's at Walmart right now. Great. So anyway, but what I was talking about with the Diet Mountain Dew is, so I kind of want to drink this. I kind of was saving this. So when I was in Botswana, I took, I don't know, 10 Diet Mountain Dews, right? Which lasted me like an afternoon. Okay, not quite that bad. But it didn't last me a long time. It lasted me like 2 or 3 days. And then I switched over to these. These are just a regular can of Coke Zero. And the thing is in Cape Town, South Africa, it's quite easy to find the Pepsi Blacks of the same size. Now, in Botswana, you could find the Pepsi Blacks, but they were difficult to find. They were difficult to find. And so there was a Spar, like it's pronounced Botswana. Yes, that's what I've been saying. It's not Botswana, it's Botswana. So anyway, there was a Spar like 2 or 3 blocks from the place where I was staying, my house, I guess, our house. So, but they didn't have Pepsi. And then I swear to God, so there was this, the first time I went to Botswana, there was this place called Food Lovers, which was like, it was in the downtown part of the city. And it was the closest thing to like an American grocery store that I really saw in Botswana, right? And the first day I was there, it was like the second day that I was in Botswana, but the first day I went to Food Lovers, they had the Pepsi cans. They had the Pepsi cans. And so I bought 20 of them. I bought pretty much every one. And then a few days later, I went back thinking, surely they have restocked. Surely they have put more Pepsis into the ether. No, No. For the 6 weeks that I was there, that place, the last time I was there is maybe last Thursday, I think. No, they never had any more. I am convinced that I bought all of the Pepsi Blacks in Habarone. Now, there was one store that I found like my last week there, and then my now ex-girlfriend went there and she wiped them out of Pepsi Blocks as well because I asked her to. And so so if you are in Habarone and you are looking for if you're having a hard time finding Pepsi Blacks, cans of Pepsi Black soda, I have to apologize. I took them all. But what I wanted to get to is like, so I lived a lot off of these in terms of my soda content. And I lived a lot off of these Coca-Cola Zeros. And I tried timing it because, like, obviously I knew I was leaving, right? I knew when I bought the ticket, and so I had to do like that math, you know, like what's the Hangover scene where the Galifianakis when he's like doing the math calculations, like that's how I felt when I was like sitting there. Okay, well, let's see, I'm going to be here tomorrow morning and in the afternoon and in the evening and in the following morning and then I'm like, okay, well then I'm going to have this soda and then I'm probably going to have a coffee and I'm going to have 3. And so like I'm calculating out how many sodas I need to buy because I didn't feel like going back to the store a second time. And I was off by 1, but you know what? I'm not even going to say I was off by 1. I'm going to say that I timed it perfectly because I wanted 1 and I had exactly 1 to bring home. 1 to bring home. And I kind of want to drink it, but it's kind of going to be ceremonial in a way, right? It's going to me at least, it's a little ceremonial because, you know, it represents something. It represents something that I'm kind of closing out. But I still have my Diet Mountain Dew, so I don't know if I should drink it or not. Let me catch up on the chats a little bit. There's been some chatter in the chat room. I hate the people movers. Will Tyler says they have them at SeaTac too. I don't know that do they have them in the domestic? I don't know that I have flown in and out of SeaTac. I don't know that I've ever flown in and out of SeaTac internationally. So that could be the key. I do feel like there has been other airports where I've had to ride some people mover equivalent. I feel like for some reason my mind is screaming IAH, which is Houston. But I don't know. What do you think about the people who refuse to have ID photo machine take their pic? I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing worse than getting off a plane and having to wait in an overheated people mover for the entire plane to deplane. It's terrible. I hate it so much. Let's see. Fun fact, the people movers can dock directly to a plane. I did that once. I guess you're right. I mean, I've never done that, but I could see that. There was only one time, and I think it was when I was coming back from Denmark. There was only one time that I had ever deplaned onto the tarmac at Dulles. Now, in case you don't know, deplaning and boarding from the tarmac is actually quite common. Depending on where, like in Habarone, yes. Actually, we deplaned in Ethiopia onto the tarmac, but we boarded through a regular jet bridge. I guess I can see how the people movers could dock. But the one time that I deplaned onto the tarmac at Dulles, it was with a ladder, or not a ladder. It was with the mobile stairs kind of thing. Ever been on a military flight? Everyone is off the plane right away. Well, they're military, of course. They have doors on both sides too, so they don't use both ends. There is a people mover variant at Dulles. Now, I don't know if you knew this. There are actually 2 types of people movers at Dulles. There is one like I've described in this picture, and then there is one that actually does have a driver at both ends. But I don't remember which terminal at Dulles Airport it is that has this variant people mover, but it does exist. It does exist. I'm pretty sure it's a domestic terminal, but I don't remember which one. I think there's only one domestic terminal that you can only get to with the People Movers, but I don't remember offhand like what it is or where it is or anything like that. Okay, not all of them are pass through. The old ones are pass through though. Maybe that's what I'm talking about. People at Walmart. Okay, I'm at Walmart right now, literally sitting in the parking lot of Walmart. Will Tyler says, this is fun, but I have to take my partner to drink wine and awe. You know, you realize that that's something that gay people, you're either gay or 30 or under. And I know you're not 30 or under, Will Tyler. So, yep. It's been a minute since I was there. I don't know what Kirby's talking about. I'm not surprised you moved back if they ran out of Pepsi. You know, dark mode Pepsi. I'm going to SeaTac tonight. I'll investigate. Why are you? You need to sit still. I used the Dulles bus terminal to go. I used the Dulles bus terminal to go to Detroit. That must have been a long bus ride. Ah, God, I'm so funny. Okay, let me see. Let me check something really quick. Of course not. All right, perfect. Okay. Yeah. So, you know. So you guys weren't here at like the first half hour. There really wasn't anybody here in the first half hour or so. Oh, Matthew has sent a gift. Does that mean I get money? Wait, I can't. I'm trying to click it. Sent a loot box. Okay, I'm trying to click it. I can't click it. I can't click it. Okay. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I mean, I know it's a loot box. Let's change the song. Let's put another song on. What are we going to put on? No, we're not going to put that on. I'm not ready for that. We could put that on. Let's put this on. Let me see. I don't know what this song is. Let's just put it on. I think this actually has copyrighted music. I've heard this before. Matthew Vale sent the loot box. Not sure sent turn it up. Turn the music up? I don't know what you're talking about. Turn the, like, what are we turning up exactly? Yeah, no. I don't know. So, like, the thing is like, let me show you this other thing. Oh, wait. Well, where the hell? Okay. All right. Never mind. The other thing I wanted to show you was downstairs. So I actually brought two things back from Botswana to drink, right? One was this Coca-Cola Zero, and then the other was a bottle of red wine, which was like a red wine that like we discovered like after like the first or second day that I was there, and then we must have drank like we drank a lot of this wine. There were two types of wine. There were two main wines we drank, and this the one I have downstairs was it's a good wine. And I was like, you know what? I was like, should I just get hammered and just like talk about the past 6 weeks while I'm just like slowly getting drunk? Maybe, but not tonight. I think maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I think tomorrow might be a good way to but then again, if Not Sure is good, I want to do it when Not Sure is here. I want to do it when Matthew's here. I'd like to do it when Will Tyler. I want to do it when the crowd is here, right? Like Henna, Lisa, because a lot of this is Lisa's fault. If not all of it is Lisa's fault. Like to some extent, the past like 6 weeks is really Lisa's fault. It's really Lisa's fault. Give us the short story. Yeah, I went to Botswana and now I'm back. All right, no, I gotta find a new song. Okay, here's the song I want. That's what I was looking for. This is Not Sure's favorite song, I believe. Ban Lisa. No, I want to. She was here earlier. She popped in and now she's gone. She was like, yeah. If you scroll up in the chat, she was here, but nope. Lisa's fault. Like, here's the thing. Like something happened the day. Like I arrived on a Saturday. Something happened that Sunday. Right. I'm not going to get into what. It wasn't any kind of like cheating or anything, but something happened that Sunday. And I told two people. I told exactly two people about it. I told Lisa and I told Henna. You guys might know them. You might have heard of them. You might have seen them around. Neither of which is in the chat room right now. No, Henna. I sent Henna a link. Still haven't seen her message. So anyway, so I told Lisa and I told Henna. I basically typed it out once to whoever responded first. let me message Lisa. Henna, she's drunk right now. Is she? No, well, so she'll respond to Matthew, but then I text her and she's like ghosting. Like the message I sent her, it's 2 check marks, but it's grayed out, right? Like I turned on read receipts a few weeks ago, and so I've been seeing those gray check marks turn to blue. But with Henna, the ones like we were talking a little bit earlier today, those are blue, but now they're gray. So all right. No. So anyway, so I arrived on a Saturday. That Sunday there was like something. So the thing, right? The thing happened. And I told Henna and I told Lisa. Joe 415 says, glad you're back. Thank you, Joe 415. I'm glad you're in the chat room. Thank you, Joe. Can't say I'm too glad to be back. I mean, I'm not unhappy to be back, but it wasn't my plan. This wasn't the plan. So anyway, but I told Henna and I told Lisa what happened. I told them both. And I told them both. I told only them specifically because they're women, right? And I will never, you should never ask a woman how to get a woman, right? You should never, ever ask a woman for advice of like, oh, I really like this girl. How do I get her to like me? You never, ever, ever ask a woman that, because they will give you the worst advice ever. Horrible advice. Terrible advice. Never ask a woman. But it is good to get like a woman's perspective on certain things, right? Like just to get like certain, like, like here's what happened. Like what do you think's going on her head? Like they're good for that kind of thing. So I explained the situation to them. And I asked them both. And I literally wrote, like I said, whoever responded first, I typed the story out. And then as I was typing, because I typed it in a series of text messages, and then as I was typing it out, the other responded. So literally, I finished typing it out, copied and pasted to the other. So they read the exact same version of the story. And I asked them both, what should I do? Henna said, you should go home, meaning here. You should go back to the United States. Lisa said, you've traveled a long way. You should stay there and try to work through it. Again, there's no cheating. Nothing like that. Nothing like that. So Henna says, go back to the U.S. Lisa says, stay and try to work through it. I listened to Lisa. 6 weeks later, here I am. So that's why I say this is Lisa's fault. Because if I had listened to Henna from the beginning, I would have been back much sooner. Gel415, I admire your courageous nature for venturing into the unknown and trying something different. It's not like this is the first black girl I'd ever dated. What are you talking about? Can you repeat the last 30 seconds? There was a DraftKings ad. I'm going to repeat it for not sure because I can't tell if he's bullshit. But you're a member. You shouldn't be getting ads. Or wait, do members get ads? Okay. All right. Okay. Let me explain again. So what I said, I wonder if that worked. All right. No. I was fucking with you that time. I literally was like, so what I said, and then I pushed the like play ad button. So if you got another ad, I'm sorry. Okay. Hands off. I'm not gonna do it again. Not gonna do it again. Yep. Okay. So what I said, not sure, was that like after this thing happened, I got there on a Saturday. This thing happened on the Sunday. And I explained the situation to both Henna and Lisa. And I asked, same exact conversation to both of them. And I asked them both what I should do, whether I should stay in Botswana and try to work it out, or whether I should just get out of there and come back to the US. And Henna said I should leave and go back to the US, and Lisa said I should stay in Botswana and try to work it out. And I, like an idiot, listened to Lisa, and 6 weeks later, I'm still here. I'm still back. I'm back. I'm already back. So we see how Lisa's shit advice worked out. This is all Lisa's fault. I'm blaming Lisa for everything. There's a dating app ad. All right. Well, let's see. All right. Now I want to change the song again. Let's see. No, not that song. Not that song. What about this song? That's kind of just like the last song, right? No, I don't want to hear that song. I'm just trying to just excuse my musical interlude as I try to find a song to listen to. I don't want to hear that. Some of these songs I need to be like, not interested. Yep, not interested. Nope. Just don't, I don't want to hear that song anymore. Let me see. There's like some songs related to this situation that was just like, nope, don't want to hear them. Nope. Don't want to hear them. Don't make life decisions because of women. Yes. And you would think that I would be old enough, and like I knew it. Like I knew this. Like my mind knew. I wasn't thinking with my mind though. I wasn't necessarily making the best decision. I wasn't making these decisions. That's not true. Like, I mean, I could blame it all on my dick, right? Because like, oh, a hot girl comes into my life and now suddenly I'm moving to Botswana for her because of my dick. And I was explaining this to somebody and I was like, and it's like, why is this not making any sound? Is this? Okay, there it is. So all initial attraction is superficial, right? Like you are initially attracted to somebody for purely superficial reasons, right? Like the two standard, because there was an age difference in this relationship and there was a massive wealth difference. Not that I'm wealthy, but compared to somebody for like a 29-year-old unemployed woman in Botswana, I am wealthy. So there's the age difference. But the point is like, so, okay, if she's attracted to me because I have a little bit of money and I'm attracted to her because she has a flat stomach, those are superficial reasons, right? To come together. Sure, that's acceptable. That's just kind of how it is. I forgot why I was talking about that. Oh, but I think part of it was like, part of the reason I moved was not just like the because you develop something, right? Like it goes into more. The superficial reasons are only going to sustain you for so long. And it's not as though I met somebody 2 months ago and then moved to Botswana, right? Like this had been like a budding thing for over 2 years. So it wasn't like I just met her like, on some like, find African wife dating website or something like that. It wasn't anything like that. No. So I don't know. I mean, did my dick decide to have me move to Africa? Not really. I mean, but the point of it is like, to some extent, yes, but that was a contributing factor. It was not the only factor. It was not the only thing that drew me there. It was part of it. I'm not going to deny that. Like, that's part of it. Like, that's part of it, right? Of course it is. Like, if I wasn't physically attracted to her at all, I'm not going to move to Africa. So, of course, that was part of it. It's getting hot in here. Let me see. I think the AC, let me see what's going on. What do we got the AC set at? Woo! It's 74 degrees, boys. Let's turn that down. Oof, I knew it was getting hot here. Matthew says, I never moved for a woman. Don't say never, man. Never is a strong word. Never is a very, very strong word. Never use never. Don't use never. Okay, I already read that. But I think part of the reason. No, I said I was going to save this for members only. No, you guys are tricking me. Stop it. I don't like that. You got to stop it. Wow. All right. Whew. Yep. Maybe we'll get drunk tomorrow night. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Not sure. Are you going to be around in the evening tomorrow night? Like, what's your work schedule? I know you're going to SeaTac. How long are you going to be at SeaTac? What are you going to be at SeaTac for? And why are you going to be in SeaTac? I don't like you going to SeaTac. Don't go to SeaTac. Stay here. Wait, doesn't your mom? Oh wait, I think your mom lives in California. I forgot where his mom lives. What do we want to do tonight? Let me do this. I want to load up ChatGPT, but I want to make sure that I want to load it up in a stream-friendly way because you don't need to see all of those personal conversations I've been having with ChatGPT. There we go. I'm done for the weekend. I'm in California now. So what are you going to SeaTac for? And Matthew, you say you would never move for a woman. So let's explore that for a minute, right? Let's explore that for a minute. So I think I'm hesitant to even bring this subject up with Matthew. I'm hesitant to even bring it up because when we first met Matthew, like a year or so, it was a little more than a year ago. It was maybe like 16 months ago. Yeah, about 14, 16 months ago that we met Matthew. It was like March of last year, I think. So when we first met Matthew, he was like, I think it's fair to say, because he's not in the chat room anymore, I think it's fair to say that he was still pretty hung up on his ex. I think that's fair to say. And I bet he would have moved. I bet. Because when you spend a long time trying to get over an ex, it's been a long time since I've spent a long time trying to get over an ex. Like the past few relationships I had, I don't want to say I got over them very quickly, but it gets easier as you get older. It also gets easier the more relationships you have. Of course, other things play into it, like how close you were to the person, how long you two were together, blah, 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 blah. So but I bet you. But what I was getting at is when you're that low, when you get into the height of your grief, all you want is some type of I don't know, validation or connection with the other person. So I bet if Matthew's ex had called him at his lowest point and was like, "Oh dear Matthew, I am moving to Scotland. Would you like to come move with me?" I bet he would. And that's exactly how she would have asked it too. That's exactly how things should be. Bellagio is epic. Vegas. I've traveled all over this planet. I've never been to Vegas, and I have no desire to go to Vegas. Vegas, my friend Justin, Justin's here. Oh, that is Justin. That's who Gel415 is. I didn't even realize. Okay, so I was going to say my friend Justin, who is Gel415, he's the type, I love you, Justin, but Justin is, I think I've said this before, Justin is the type of guy who will go to a strip club on just a random Tuesday because he likes strip clubs and be convinced that the stripper likes him. No, it's serious. She really liked me. We had a connection. It's the same type, it's the same type of guy, right? And we all know this type of guy. It's also the same type of guy that's just that would be so what if my girlfriend's an OnlyFans model? It's her body and she's a strong, independent woman. That's Justin. That's who Justin is. It's a special town. Flew in last night. Yeah, I think we're going to hit that up. I have no desire to go to Vegas. Not sure says I like just walking around the strip at night. Justin, LOL. He sometimes makes up stories. I'm not saying you did that, Justin. I'm just saying you're the type of guy that would do that. There are certain the type of guy that's really into fake breasts. Never understand. I can't stand fake breasts. I can't stand them. They're horrible. They're horrible. And people are yeah, but they look so good. And it's no, they really don't. They just look like big boobs. I can't stand fake tits. I hate them so much. Okay, what are we gonna do? Okay, so I had started asking because I think we have to accept. That's what the past week. It was about a week ago, exactly. That's what the past week. has really taught me is that sometimes you just have to accept the things that are in front of your face. You have to accept the things that your gut is telling you. You just have to accept those things. You can't ignore. You should not ignore your gut. And my gut tells me that we're never going to finish this game. So maybe what we need to do is just start working on a game that we will finish. And so I was looking for ideas. Justin says, I'm more of a downtown Fremont guy myself. Where's Fremont? Is that a part of Vegas? Let me look. Oh wait, I bet he's talking about Fremont, Georgia. Because Justin's the type of guy that will throw something. Justin and Robbie are very similar in this way. Well, they'll throw out some term or some city or some kind of like just something that they know, like some little town in rural Alabama, and then they'll just throw it in the casual conversation as though, of course you know Johnson, Mississippi. Like, why do you not know Johnson, Mississippi? Like, why would I know Johnson, Mississippi? It was like when Robbie was just like, oh yeah, I mounted this guy's HD. And I'm like, what's an HD? Like, what do you mean you mounted a guy's HD? Hard dick? And he's like, no, what's a male? And I ask him, like, what does HD stand for? And he's like, what's a male toy with the initials HD? And I'm like, I don't fucking know. That's why I asked you. That there's some people that just have such a hard time answering a direct question. You ask them a direct question and they find it impossible to give you a direct answer. Not Sure says, let's figure out the easiest thing we could make to fund St. Abilene development. Justin's got deep pockets. You want to talk about a rich man, a guy who's got unlimited funds? That's my friend Justin there. He's IPO'd 3 different companies. He's balls rich to the balls. Apparently there's a crack in the glass. Oh wait, stay in a golden nugget, taking advantage of comps. Taking advantage of comps. Who gets comps? Oh, okay, so golden nugget. Let me see. Okay, golden nugget, Las Vegas. Okay, I'm just going to ask AI straight up. What do you have to do at the Golden Nugget in Vegas in order to get comps? Join the 24 Select Club, get a player's card. Basically, what this means, the short of this is you have to lose a bunch of money. That's what it is. You have to go and spend a lot of money just to drink and gamble. And that's it. Let's figure, okay, I read that. Apparently there's a crack in the VC money is a trap. Well, Justin's got the money. He's got the money. I mean, I remember David and I were calculating it a few years ago, and he's worth, we were giving him hell because he's worth like $9 million. And we were like, come on, you can't get over 10. You can't get over 10. So he's got a little bit of money. Okay. All right. So here are the ideas that, let me go back up to the top. Here are the ideas that AI gave me. No, come over here. Here we go. All right. So there was that game that I think it's called Level Devil, which I'm sure you've all seen. Like, well, you like this game, right? With the jumpy guy. And I'm like, all right, what kind of game could we make kind of like Level Devil, but like that's a first-person game? And apparently those do exist. Apparently a bunch of them already exist. So I was like, all right, well, I like that idea, but okay, if they already exist. So AI came up with a few called The Button is Lying. So all it is there's one single button on every level, but what the button does is different. It's different every level, and then that's how you kind of figure out the game. A puzzle game. Yeah, more or less, not sure. It's more or less a puzzle game. I mean, that's kind of, but I also think, I hesitate to use the word easier. I just kind of want to use the word, it's probably not as big. That's what she said. No, it's probably not as it's probably not as like big of an undertaking. It's not like I mean, like you could do I think it's probably a fair statement to say that a puzzle game is not as big of an undertaking as an open world game, an open world adventure game. Where did Matthew go? He was here and now he's gone. I have an idea for a technology demonstrator. What's your idea? Tell me. No, I still like the other idea you came up with, which I think is a fucking great idea, especially with all the publicity that flock cameras are getting. But like the open source flock camera alternative, where basically you can, and here's how you make, okay, I already have a way that you can make money from it. But what we do is we develop this website. It's open source, right? So you can just like download this program, you install it, have a webcam hooked up, you point the webcam, boom. Now I know what Not Sure is going to say. Well, now I got to move the computer close to the window, and who's going to do that? Yeah, and you're right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But what I'm getting at is like, okay, we want to make it as easy for anybody to just set up a flock camera imitator, like a flock camera system in their home. So the installing the software and hooking it up to your webcam, that's part of it. Sure. I just thought of a problem, though. I'm going to write the problem down over here so I don't forget to mention it. Okay. But the way you make money off of that is that you sell actual cameras. You sell actual cameras that basically are, you sell them and then you got to do some like software hookup so you signs onto your Wi-Fi with your account, and then now you just point it and boom, it's doing what it's thing. That's how you make money, right? But then I'm thinking, well, wait a minute. How do you curate the how do you curate the data? Because people could just upload fake pictures and shit. So now that's a whole nother issue. Somebody already did it. Not Sure said. Okay, let me look. Let's look at that. Let's take a peek. Let's take a gander. Head coupled perspective. What is this? What am I looking at? I mean, that's pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, but how is this like the flock camera thing? That's pretty cool. Because it's based on your, it's calculating your perspective and then rendering the image differently depending on where you are in the camera. That's pretty awesome. How could we do something? Here's something. How could we do something like that for the game, for a game? I mean, not necessarily St. Aveline, but for a game in general, right? Like there was that idea. There were all these little features, all these little feature nuggets that I thought like, okay, like I think the 3D perspective is a 3D perspective shifter. That's a neat feature. Another feature was pulse recognition. So this is along the lines of like those games that use sound, right? That use like, you know, but there's some concept of like the honor system there, right? Because as a player, then yeah, you just mute your mic and now you're going to beat the game. Like, yeah, but what's the fun of that, right? Like the whole point of the feature with the microphone is to immerse you in the game. So somebody who actually wants to enjoy the game, they're going to be fair to the game, right? Because the players, not always, but there's often like with features like that, there's ways that players can kind of manipulate the system or cheat the system. But well, why are you gonna buy a single player game just to like put in maybe there's some, like I did that with SimCity 2000 in the day. I remember I was so proud of myself because I was like 16, 17 years old when SimCity 2000 came out, and I was able to you would save your city, and so you could save your city, put it into a hex editor, and then I'd be like, okay, I've got $97,850, and then I convert 97,850 into hex, search it in the file, and just do FF to give myself the maximum amount of money. Anyway, so pulse recognition, you can actually do this with like a normal camera or a normal webcam, where you can by subtle shifts, and this is like when you take your pulse like on the back of your phone or something like that. This is how that works. Is what it's doing is it is using light. The color of your skin, oh so subtly, changes with each heartbeat. Now, the back of your phone, I think it shines like a blue light onto your skin because it's easier to see with like a pure blue light for some reason. I don't know. I might be making that part up. So, but there's actually a Python library that let's pull with a Python Pulse webcam detection library. Yeah, Webcam Pulse Detector is an open source application that isolates a user's face, extracts the forehead region, and monitors minuscule color changes over time to estimate the heart rate in real time. So, like, that was another feature that I remember talking about a long time ago, that, like, that would be a neat feature to add to a game somehow. That, like, you could detect the user's heartbeat, and then as, like, in certain parts of the game, when the game gets scary or exciting, you would expect the user's heart rate to go up or down. And the game could kind of change depending, like maybe the game does something and it sees that your heart rate spiked. And so now it's going to make another decision. Well, I did thing X and the player's heart rate spiked. So, you know, in some cases, maybe it'll do X again, or maybe in some cases it doesn't make, like, because like jump scares, right? Like the first jump scare is going to scare you, but by the third, fourth, or fifth, you're going to be like, eh. So, you know, so the game could kind of make smart decisions based on your pulse. But I want to check out this library because it's been a minute since I looked at it. Okay, so web, and then I want to try using warp. Let me see, come over here. All right, easy, easy. Okay, so can I do... Yes. They have those force feedback vests. Oh my god, really? Are you getting like a ton of ads? Like, how many ads are you getting? Like, I'm not shitting with you. Are you getting a lot of ads? Let me see. Delay ads. I'm going to click delay ads. So there should be no ads for 10 minutes, which means after 10 minutes there might be an ad. I don't know. Sorry about that. Okay. You get shot in the game. You feel it in real life. Oh. Okay, let me see. Am I on Ubuntu? Okay. All right, so let me go over here. Network overlay, social gen, robo dodge, lulz apps. Okay. All right. Ah, okay. So let's see. Let's just check this out. Wow. You know, if Matthew was here, I'm almost inclined to talk about what happened, but Matthew's not here, so... Yep. He left already. All right, let me sign in. Give me a second, boys. Just want to sign in. What? Oh my god. The GitHub, like, code verification thingy, it was giving me shit because there was a space at the end of the... Oh my god. The fact that it didn't just... Oh my god. Alright, whatever. The fact that it didn't trim white space off of the input is... I find that a little insane. Okay, oh my god, they have force... You get shot. Okay, I'm trying to think what it was. What, the vest was? What are we talking about? I've lost the plot. Oh my god. Today I went to go check out. I went to go because so in Botswana I started getting this the sleeve on my left arm. I started getting it covered. So I just wanted a blackout tattoo. Like I like the way that blackout tattoos look. Blackout tattoo arm. Yeah. So you can see some of these. Let me make sure I just want to make sure I'm not going to accidentally show something naughty. Okay, wait, do I have... there's a feature like called Safe Search or something, but you know, Google has to change their UI every fucking 10 minutes. So it's, I don't know. I'm going to assume that this Safe Search feature is on. I don't see anything that's like, okay, advanced search. Let me see. I don't see it. But okay, we're just going to go with it and hope for the best. But yeah, so you can see like some of these blackout tattoos. I started getting a blackout tattoo on my left arm to get the sleeve that I have, the old sleeve I have, get it covered up because, you know, I got that sleeve when I was 35, 36. So it's been a good 15 years. And I went to this artist named Shane. And I've talked about Shane before because he was the guy that was just like, when I was telling him about why math is cool and blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, and you know, the fact that there are different types of infinity is pretty cool. And he's like, well, what do you mean? And I was like, well, you know, some infinities are larger than other infinities, which is mind boggling because it's counterintuitive because it's like, it's infinity. Infinity's infinity. And he's like, I think we're just going to have to agree to disagree on that. And I'm like, that's not how math works. That's not how math works. Mathematics is not a matter of opinion. It's not a like, well, I'm of the opinion that 2 + 2 doesn't really equal 4, which, first of all, I could say like, well, you know, nowadays that's actually like people do say that. But actually, to some extent, it's not an invalid statement. Like, to some extent, there is some validity to the statement that 2 + 2 may not equal 4. Now, before I trigger the conservative-minded not sure, let me explain. And I've explained this before, but maybe not sure was not here. You know what? I'm going to, you know, if not sure knows what I'm going to say, then I won't bother. Not sure, just let me know. Just ask me in the chat what 2 + 2 is, and I'll explain why it might not be 4 if you would like. I need to visit the fire department to get hosed off. Do that after you go get your lap dances. Like, get the lap dances, then go get hosed off. You're going to be disgusting. All right, let me see. Let's see. Lisa's... Okay, Lisa did see my message. All right. Yeah. Seen 1 hour ago. Okay. All right, need to visit... Okay. Let's do this. Okay, anyway, so what was I talking about? I don't know, but I was talking about this, the blackout tattoo. So I'm actually getting tattooed tomorrow. I went up to this place. Oh my God. A couple of things that I already miss about Botswana, right? I mean, besides the obvious, but there are a couple of things. So this infuriated me yesterday. I had multiple bags with me, obviously, right? But if I go back to the picture that I sent to my friend Stefan, let me just bring that up one last time, right? So this picture, this bag here on the right is one. Let me get the mouse highlighter. Highlight. Okay. So this bag here, that's one. Then there's 2, then there's 3, and then there's 4, and then I'm wearing a backpack. So there was like 5 freaking bags I had with me. And I forgot why. I'm literally forgetting everything I'm talking about. So what the hell was I talking about? I'm tired. I think I'm just tired. I feel like I've been drinking wine. Oh, about what I miss about Botswana, right? So I get to Dulles Airport and I get, you know, because I have global entry, boom, I'm like immediately through customs, boom. I mean, something I'm going to do. So I get through customs like really quickly. And so I need a cart. You see this right here? This smart cart. I never really started using these carts. And actually, funny enough, I didn't really start using these carts until I started dating this woman. But anyway, so I've been, I mean, like when I was in Botswana, I used, like when I arrived in Botswana, but not even in Botswana, but like in other places too, like in Senegal, I've used them. or in Johannesburg and Kate. Like, I've used them all over the world. I had never ever used one here in the States until yesterday. And because I'm thinking, like, when I'm on the stupid fucking people mover, I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna get off, I'm gonna get my bags, I'm gonna go get my soda, get in a taxi, and I'll go home, blah 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 blah, right? So I go and I grab one of the carts. You had to fucking pay. Everywhere in the world that I have used them, it was free. It was just a thing. And I'm like, all right, that's mildly annoying. All right, fine. And I'm thinking like, oh, you know, it's going to be like $1, maybe $2, maybe $2.50. Take a guess how much it was to rent this stupid fucking people mover, or not people mover, this stupid fucking, it's a bag mover. Tell me, put a guess. You know what? Let me see if I'm going to make a poll. I'm going to make a poll for the 3 people in the chat room. That is a bit more. But, okay, start a poll. How much did it cost to rent the luggage cart at IAD? I'm going to put a few options in, all right? I'm going to put $0 to $2. No, $0 to $2. I'm going to do $2 to $5. God damn it, I can't type. I'm going to do I'm going to do 501, right? Because I know you guys are going to be like, well, $5, it's listed twice. Okay, I'm going to do 201. Okay, 501 to $7.50. And one more option of $7.50 plus. That's it. So I want to know how much you guys think it cost to rent this luggage mover. Let me see. Come over here. Easy. All right, give me a second. Just give me a sec. Just would you just chill for a second? All right. And I want to know where the hell Matthew went. Like, why is Matthew not here? All right, give me a second. Jeopardy music. All right, that's what I want. 0 votes. I say we've still got a lot of votes here. All right, we still have 0 votes. All right, so I'm just talking to myself. I see how it is. I'll let this repeat again. But yeah, I started to get the, so I'm getting the, but okay. I'm gonna wait. I'm not moving from the stream until somebody votes. I'm not. It's just how it is. Yeah, like this is, but that looks really new. Like that looks like this picture was taken like right after the tattoo artist like finished tattooing the guy. This is what they mostly look like, right? Because the black kind of, it doesn't fade, but because this isn't fading, this is just settling. This is what the black looks like. This black here is like, that's like the tattoo just got done. And so when you get a tattoo, what they do eventually is like when they finish it, well, they're constantly like spraying a paper towel and wiping you off. Spraying a paper towel, wiping you off. They'll tattoo you, spray the paper towel, wipe you off, right? And so then at the end, they soak the paper towel, and then they do a, oh wait, I gotta get on camera. They do a, they lather you up. Oh boy, it fucking hurts. It hurts. Oh my God, it's so bad. It's so bad. Especially with a tattoo like this, because it's like, oh, it's concentrated and it's all like clustered together. Oh, it sucks so much. It sucks so much. But they look fucking cool. Like, I really like this. Like this one down here with the stars and shit. What else we got? Like, this one's okay. It's a little boring. It's not bad though. It's not bad. This one, so the thing is like you get a tattoo. Most tattoo artists will, like, if you go and you want to get tattooed with some like some like a straight line city, like just a lot of straight lines, the tattoo artist is going to be like, yeah, the thing about straight lines in the human body, yeah, it's not really gonna, it's not really gonna work that well. It's not gonna work like that. So that's why, like these, I mean, I guess it looks okay. It actually doesn't look bad. Let me see what else we got. Whoa. Okay, that was just developer mode. This doesn't look bad. Yeah, this looks fresh. This is TikTok. That's pretty cool. That's nice, actually. That's actually really nice. Oh, what a pussy. Look at this little pussy bitch boy. Look. Look at him. Can't get that. Come on. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, no, no. See. Well, I guess I can't talk that much. Like this here. Oh, come on. Come on. And then it goes, yeah. Look at this little bitch boy. Too scared to get his armpit tattooed. What a little bitch. Oh, come on. Stop being a little pussy. Okay, that looks good. That looks really nice. I mean, I kind of like. She didn't get the elbow. I don't think that. I don't think she doesn't have either elbow. Well, elbows don't tattoo very well, right? Like, look at this. Like, I have this sleeve. I can't. Everything's kind of worse. Okay. Like, I have this sleeve. My elbow's right here. I mean, it's definitely tattooed. It's definitely tattooed, but it just doesn't work that. It doesn't take. That's actually very nice. All right, what else we have? I am so scared right now with viewing image search on stream live. All right, let me see. That's a pretty woman. Metro. Okay, I'm gonna turn the screen share off because it's kind of making me nervous. But I want to check out this woman's pictures because she's easy on the eyes in my opinion. Okay, this does look good. This, I mean, like we've got a bunch of like, I guess this is just like Blackout Tattoo City. That's, I don't like that. I don't know, man. It's like, okay, as somebody who has a lot of tattoos, part of the reason you get tattoos, and anybody who has tattoos that denies this is lying, but you do get the tattoos to some extent for like attention, right? Like positive attention. That's what you want. Maybe some people want the negative attention. I don't know, but you do get them to some extent for attention. Now, how much of your decision to get a tattoo is because of other people, because of external attention, or none? Then, uh oh. Wait, so let me go say hi to her, and I'll be right back. Give me a second. Come on, chill. All right. Sorry about that. Oh, Matthew says he's on a call. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So it's always something with him. Always something with these sneaky little English people. All right. So, but what I was getting at is like the extent of your decision to get your tattoo, the extent of that, of what, how much for external attention and validation, it varies, right? From person to person. Like some people, they do it just because they want people to be like, oh my God, you got so many tattoos, right? And then for some people, they don't care too much, but I don't think there's really anybody that cares zero, right? Um, this, I feel like this is very much an attention seeking tattoo. I feel like that's what this is. I actually am not even sure if this is real. Is it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. This was the woman. Oh, it's Kat Von D. Ah. Yes, wasn't she dating Dave Navarro for a while or something like that? Or maybe they just both have a lot of tattoos. Kat. Oh my God. I remember this one time. I was at concert was it? Was it Red Hot Chili Peppers? Was it Porno for Pyros? I don't remember what concert it was, but there was some concert that David Navarro was. He was obviously was playing the guitar, and for some reason, it had to have been Porno for Pyros. I don't remember. For some reason, my girlfriend, her friend, and I, the three of us end up going to this concert, and for some reason, we had not backstage passes, but we had passes to meet the musical artists. And I remember you could only choose between Dave Navarro and another one. I don't know who I like this. I don't know if it was Perry Farrell, but there's the dog. But we go backstage and we're like waiting, like there's a line, right? And so Jane's Addiction's second album was called Nothing Shocking, which I thought at the time, I thought that was one of the best albums in the world. One of the best CDs, like hands down. I loved it. Nowadays, when I go back and I listen to it, I'm like, it's all right. I mean, it's like, it's very like 90s. I mean, but I'm a kid from the 90s, so what do you expect? So I took in, and Dave Navarro was in Jane's Addiction. He was on that album. And so, you know, it was basically a signing. And I remember that like, he signed my copy of Nothing Shocking, which I think that same fucking ex stole it. Another story, another day. But he's very short. He's a very, very short man. I feel like he's only like 5'4". How tall is Dave Navarro? No. He is not 5'8". No. I'm 5'11", and he was significantly shorter than me. No. I'm calling bullshit. That's some bullshit talking. He's very, very tiny. Yes, okay, well, this is Reddit. Okay, I'm going to come over here. Behind Jane's Addiction blow up, the band's okay. Yeah, Perry Farrell, who I've met of the original Jane's Addiction. I've met all four. Okay, I know you're like, who's Jane's Addiction? Tiny. I'd wager Perry Farrell punches about as hard as a stiff breeze. You're not wrong, but Navarro looks to be a pretty tiny dude. Navarro is he is a tiny man. Like I don't think he's 5'8". I put him more like 5'5". Like I could not I'd only seen him on stage years prior, like at Lollapalooza, some tour Jane's. Like I had seen him on stage, but when you're on stage, you're literally in the ground. You're on the ground looking up at a stage. So of course your perspective is all skewed. And so when he came out of this doorway to do the signing, I literally started laughing. I started cracking up because he was just this little tiny man. He's just this little tiny guy, but he was all decked out like super rock star. Like, man, look at me, I'm a rock star with like the hat and the fluffy thing and the trench coat. Like he was like super rock star, but he was like just this little tiny dude. He's just this little tiny dude. Oh my god, I can't get over it. I want to know who Matthew's talking to. Probably not sure. Who are you talking to? Huh. Anyway. All right, let's go back to here. So Kat Von D. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what you know. Oh, wait a minute. That's Oh, no. Okay, so I thought maybe that was the tattoo, but that's actually is like liquid buildup. Okay. All right. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I like this whole like blackout chat. I mean, I guess I don't know. It seems like that seems too much. I don't know. I'm gonna get some more work done on it tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it because like when I like what I do like what part is blacked out like when it's properly moisturized. I bought three different types of moisturizer when I was in Botswana, and I didn't bring anything home. Like I also lost a pair of jeans with my favorite belt in the world. I'm more pissed off about the belt than I'm about the jeans because that I bought that belt in Iceland for like it was like over $100 for a fucking belt, and I was but I'm pretty sure that yep, it's gone forever. So I mean, it's in Botswana. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna fly back to Botswana to get my belt and jeans. Okay. Well, she's pretty. She's got nice eyes. I kind of like those blackout tattoos. Okay. Riot Paint. All right, I'm gonna go over here really quick. You know what? I'm not gonna search images on not on the stream. Not on the stream. I'm just not gonna do it. It's just too. It's just making me paranoid. Okay. Really quick before I go, I did want to install that Python library. Where did it go? Here it is. Oh my god. All right. So we do have a requirements.txt. I don't know what Pythons I have here. Let's just do this. What is it? It's in VDev. Is this the command? No. The end. All right, I was close. Yeah, man. Kind of sucks. Kind of really, really sucks. Like a lot. Sorry, though. All right, gotta go. See you. Not sure. Wait, you did get the blackout. Oh, I didn't see these messages. Oh, it's because they're all covered up by the freaking thing. Okay, have you shown us your tattoo yet? The black. Yeah. Well, like I said, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. Right. And I'm gonna get more done tomorrow, which should be good. I think he's gonna go. I'm gonna have him go up by the elbow. I'm gonna do this back part here. I'm not doing the whole arm. Right. So this pinup girl, which like I have hated since like the day it got done. Like I don't know why I said yes to it, and it was, and then like it was just such a bad idea. You know, what's done is done. So, and then like these three women are like these are like you know people. I might get two of them covered up. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know how far up I want to go because this is a pinup girl here. I don't know if you can really see her. I don't want to cover her. As much as I hate her, I don't want to cover her. Ha! So, I don't know, man. We'll see. All right, webcam pulse detector. Okay, so then we're going to do, what is it? How do you do this? I'm trying to remember. Is it source? It's not source. Is it source? Bin. No. I think you just want to do this. Oh, wait. Oh, my stars and garters. All right, come on. Okay, Venv. Change directory bin. And then we're going to do activate. Okay, so now we should have an active Python. All right, and then I'm trying to do this all from memory. Okay, so we have our requirements. It's pip install. Oh, Josh. Pip install -r requirements. I think that's it. Nope. Oh, I misspelled install. Okay. Install, not install. Install. And I misspelled it again. Install. There we go. I'm going to try running this, and then depending on how it goes, we're just going to call it a stream. We're going to call it a day. Estoy viajando mañana para la boda de Carissa Domingo. Regreso el lunes en la noche. Okay. Oh, my dad. I need to go see my dad. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Get pulse. Okay, so what do we? I don't even know what we have here. Let's just run it. You know, just like, I mean, what could possibly go wrong by just running random scripts in a random repo that you've cloned? Wait, what do you mean Python? Okay. All right. Chill. Oops. Okay. Now Python's set up correctly. All right, let's try this. No module named CV2. Pip install CV. Okay, let's just do what the AI is suggesting we do. Could not find a version that satisfies the requirement CV2. I'm just going to paste the error in. That's a classic. Pip install OpenCV Python. All right. I don't know, man. Like, what are you doing up here? I'm going to get in trouble for you being up here, dog. Where's paste? I just want to find paste. Essentials. I would not consider OpenAI command suggestion an essential. I'm just saying. Workflows, I don't even know what that is. And you want to consider an no, it's not essential. Okay, I want paste. Clear blocks. I don't know what this is doing. I just want paste. Input editor. Here we go. Yeah. You know, like. How do I do this? How does this work? I want to edit. How does this work? Go to settings, keyboard shortcuts to configure custom keyboard. Okay, key bindings. Okay, got it. Yeah, you know, like the thing is it's like suddenly you'll just be sitting there. I mean, you'll be sitting there and then suddenly it's just like whoosh, just this wave of just sadness just kind of comes over you. And then you can like let it in, or you can shove it down really deep, beat it like a stepchild. Oh, people voted. So apparently it is split. Nobody has gotten it. Okay, so I was asked how much the luggage cart cost. And it was somebody voted $2 and somebody voted more than $7.50. It was $6. It was $6 to bring a stupid fucking luggage cart. $6. Unbelievable. Okay, here we go. And that's why, that was it was kind of funny because, like, I just landed at Dulles. I'm like I'm like sad, like on the verge of tears. Like, I mean, I was sad. I was like really sad yesterday. Not to mention, I was also like sleep deprived, a little hungover because at the initial part of the flight, I got kind of hammered, and so I'm just like, ugh. And then I see that like the freaking luggage cart costs $6, and I'm like, oh God, I hate this country. Oh, it was bad. Okay, highlight. And then I got to come home to this answer. I got to come home to this answer. All right, Mulan, we're gonna get this. We're gonna try to get this working before we go downstairs. Okay? Just give me a little. Give me a minute. Okay, so it's matte block. Why would it say no matching? Okay, no. I don't know. Just. I will say today's a lot better. Yesterday was a bit much. Yesterday was a lot. But again, hungover, sleep deprived, like just a million different things. I thought of the terminal. Huh. So, yeah. It's good to be here. It's good to be here. Mulan, say hi to everybody. Say hi, my name's Mulan. I have really bad breath and I eat. Alright. Okay, so this is different. This is because it cannot find a good camera to use. And it might not, since it's Windows, it may not be able to use the webcam because it's in use. So tomorrow, I think we'll probably, because I got a second webcam. Remember how I lost the second webcam and I couldn't find it? Well, I found it. So apparently it was in here all the time. I don't know. Weird. But yeah, I think I'm going to go downstairs. Yeah. And I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to sit on the couch. I'm going to hang out with this little boy. And I'm going to eat something, probably order some pizza later. Then I'm going to go to bed at a decent hour. I'm going to get up. I'm going to go get tattooed in the morning, come home, and maybe I'll get drunk tomorrow night. And talk about my time in Botswana. My time in Botswana with a Musadi. Wait, is that the plural? Yeah, with a Musadi. With a Le Musadi. So, anyway. Yeah. All right. I'll probably do a programming in the morning. So I'll probably be back in the morning. If not for some reason, as always, I'm back and better than ever. I will be back Monday at least. Monday at the latest, probably tomorrow, probably Sunday. Until then, have a great night. Matthew, stop talking to your friends, Matthew, stop talking to my mom during my stream. This is my time. You can call my mother after the stream. Understood? Better be wanker. Because, see, wanker is like what British people call, like, other British people. It's kind of like jerk or asshole or whatever. So, listen up, wanker. All right, boys. I'll probably see you tomorrow. Talk to you later.